Go live early. It's Jim Valley, the effing king of recovery. Going live, going early. Going live, going early today. We haven't started live on the radio yet. That comes up in a couple of minutes. But I just decided that I want to go live if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. We do the show live each and every Saturday. We do it from 10 a.m. Pacific, 10:06, I guess, here on the West Coast in the United States, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, pretty sure. I don't know. I didn't get into this to do math, did I? Anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you being here and spreading the word. And today, the show is going to be a little bit different. As you can see, I'm wearing my Jedi robe, evil Kermit. I didn't shower today. I didn't shave. Hey, Mind. Is that your name, Mind? What's going on? Mind? 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 I'll say Mind. And even though it's Mind, you do matter. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. You know, Brian doesn't talk about this show much. The Observer doesn't promote this show much, and that's fine. I like my little world here where I can be free to do what I want, free to talk about what I want. Not like they would care anyway, not like they would. They're very cool about everything. That's what I love about the Observer is they just, as long as you do what you need to do, they just let you run free. There's not a lot of rules, and I like that. I'm a grown-up. I do grown-up things. I've been doing this a long time. I don't need a lot of guidelines. I know what to do. I like what I do, and I'm just going to do it. So that's the way I've always been. I can do other things, but I don't want to. I want to do what I want to do because I think I know best. I'm not a jerk about it. It's just the way it is. Anyway, we have got a show today. What are we going to talk about? Not going to lie. I don't know. Usually when I do a show, it's all mapped out. I give you a show because you spend your time with me. And so I plan things out. I don't like to waste your time just screwing around. I get to the point, I make my points, I back them up, and then we're out. Good night, Kirkland. Hey, Daniel, how much time do we have? What do we got?
You got about just over 4 minutes.
Okay, my clock on my phone is very fast. So it's 10:01. Is that what it is?
It's just about to turn 10:02 now.
Okay,
right now.
That's what I got to. Okay, so my computer is accurate. My cell phone is fast for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, well, that's fine. Anyway.
Would you rather me keep you in talkback, or do you want to hear the programming?
I don't want to hear the programming.
Okay, I'll even talk back till the 1 minute spot before the show starts.
Oh, by the way, that's producer Daniel. Daniel's a cool guy. I love talking to him each and every week. Someday we'll have to go out, Daniel. We'll come to.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we will. I'll text you. I was supposed to go to Japan, and now we're not going to Japan. It's a long freaking story. It's fucking annoying. But so maybe if we end up driving to California or something, I'll let you know.
If you're in San Francisco, for sure, definitely.
We'll do that. No, I'd like that.
Yeah.
I want to do a tour of like seeing people that I like. That's what I want to do. So
I like that. That's something I would do too. So
well, dude, I mean, I've seen the world. I've been to the freaking all kinds of places. I've done a ton of places. I've done stuff.
Well, it also helps that your wife is a travel agent.
It does help. My wife's the best. Dude, my wife's the best. You don't do anything don't ever take a trip without talking to me.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, she's great. It's like you go, I've got this budget, I'm in this mood, and she can help you line up things and get the most for your money. She's great.
Okay. Cool. Well, I already have the New Orleans trip that I'm going to be
Sure.
on. I'm already like,
Sure.
that's all planned. But
Oh, yeah.
I also got lucky. My friend's sister works for, I don't know if you know what Sonder is.
I don't.
It's just like a different Airbnb type company.
Okay.
But I think that they actually own the properties because she's an interior designer for them.
Gotcha.
But so she gets 25% discount. So like for 4-bedroom place, I think between 6 of us,
Gotcha.
we all only had to pay like $475 a night, which is, or a week.
All right.
Like it was like under $70 a night.
Cool.
So I feel like it's pretty tough to beat that.
No, you can't beat that. Can't beat
But
that.
I will 100% remember that next time.
Yeah.
1.5 minutes.
1.5 minutes sounds great. Oh, goodness gracious.
And especially for sure, like if I
Right.
go overseas or, you know.
All right. Oh, crap. I don't want to watch this. All right.
I got to get back to Europe.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. All right. What am I doing? I am. Okay, I need to mute this. Okay. I'm putting you in mute. Stand by. I've got to do that because we play an AC/DC song and I'll get copyright striked. So I just got to put you in mute for a second. You won't be able to hear me for a second. Stay right there. I'll be right back. So nothing's wrong with your setup. So Wrestling Observer Live. But you already knew that. You just heard the guy say that. And you know, we're live each and every week, each and every day. You know the drill. Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. You listen with Brian. Saturdays, I'm here, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Sundays, Andrew Zarian, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. You know the number, 1-800-878-PLAY, 1-800-878-7529. That's pretty much just for Ryan in Cumberland, so he can call in. I don't even know why I give you the number. He already knows that. It's Jim Valley. It's the effing king of recovery. And also, I want to say hello to everybody listening, each and every one of you. The king of recovery back because of the fans, because of you, and because of, well, this kid on Wheel of Fortune. One more time, this kid on Wheel of Fortune. Shout out to Cam. First of all, what's up? What's up, Cam? Tell you what, that kid Forrest here, he is a wrestling fan. He knows the pain of the 4 worst words in wrestling. Card, subject, to change. do you think left? Who do you think didn't show up? Roman? Brock? Who knows? You know, his parents, they probably hope he gets and grows out of wrestling, but this show's for you, Forrest. We'll do it next. Jim Valley, Wrestling Observer Live.
You're clear. I'm going with Orton.
You think Orton didn't show up?
I think, yeah, because I've had that happen to me, and he was my favorite wrestler.
Oh, that sucks.
Although we ended up sitting next to like one of his relatives, so like that was kind of bizarre. She was like, what did she say? Was his aunt or his cousin? I don't know. She was like, I'm related to him. And it was when he got suspended.
Oh.
So he had got suspended right before that event. Well, I don't know. It's steroid.
All right. There we go. Okay. That was annoying. It's going to be that day, isn't it? All right. All right. How much time we got?
1 minute. Hold on. Like 1 minute, 30 seconds.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, goodness gracious. Everything's going to fight me today, isn't it? All right. All right. Oh, well. All right. Here we go, kids. I've got a show for you. All right. This thing's just chugging along. All righty. Aye.
It's an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right.
Line Broadcasting Network.
You know, Forrest, that Wheel of Fortune kid, he skips prom to go see a WWE event. He'd rather see the New Day than get to first base, than have his first kiss. You know, his parents, his friends, maybe a girlfriend, a future partner, whatever. They'll all wonder, or even right now, when is he going to grow out of that wrestling phase? When is he going to stop? He's going to get married. So I was going to go, he'll get out of that wrestling phase. And before you know it, he's a 50-year-old guy, sad and pathetic, with a wrestling belt collection. Be a loser. He'll have wrestling figures. Tell him, Hawk. Well, He'll start a podcast. You know, he can have this show when I retire or die next week. By the way, I won't be here next week. Don't panic. I'm having another throat procedure thing, so it's not a big deal, but they don't want me to talk right afterwards. So I won't be here next week. If you can't tell, I'm in a mood today. And I put it out on Twitter. It's like a lot of people last week, they're like, we love Angry Jim. I was Angry Jim this week on Twitter with people. I'll talk about that in a second, but I talked about how I needed something to define that when I'm in that mood. And maybe it'll evolve, but for right now, I went with
Down in the Cadillac, so low.
Sing it, Otis. Otis Redding. First of all, shout out, not just to Cam and Forrest, but to my new fan, Meltzer Said What on Twitter. And first of all, let me say this. I am fair game. I do this radio show. I do podcasts. I put content out into the universe. I should expect criticism. I know I'm sick. I've almost died 6 times. I've become this inspirational figure in the minds of some people. That does not matter. You can criticize me. I have no problem with it. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Meltzer said what? He or she, I don't know. Didn't like my fake sponsor last week, Zane Loft. It's a fake prescription drug to take when you're depressed about Sami Zayn losing. And just like I said, Sami Zayn lost. I told you Sami Zayn is going to lose. What about Montreal? What about this store? Sami Zayn is going to lose. Just like Drew McIntyre. We'll get into that in a minute. I used
Joe
the fake
in
spot.
Toronto on the line. Different call.
Who's on the line?
Joe in Toronto, WrestleMania question.
All right. I used the fake sponsors as a device. I did the fake drug commercial last week as a pivot into a conversation about Sami Zayn and booking. I could have just jumped into it, but I didn't. Why? Because wrestling podcasts are boring. They all sound the same. This is what I think. I think this. This is what I think of that. My favorite wrestler should win everything. White, black, red, brown, field vibrations. No, male, female, they all sound the same. And it's boring. I have 1 hour a week. 40 minutes when you subtract news and commercials. I've got better things to do with my time. I could spend it with my wife, friends, family. Why do I want to spend the hours it takes to write each and every week? You don't know this. This show, no one's going to take this show when I'm done. When I'm done with this show, I guarantee you, this will move to a different time because someone's going to complain. They're not going to want to stay up late to watch Rampage or have to DVR it and then only have a couple of hours before the show to do the show. No one's going to want to do that. Anyway, why do I want to spend all this time and just regurgitate what everybody else does? You already get the news from Dave and Brian and their scoops. You can watch SmackDown and Rampage on your own. You're a big boy. You're a big girl. You don't need me to tell you what to think. You'd be smart to listen to me. But oh my God, I listen to these podcasts and it's just the same thing over and over and over again. Why would you listen to me? I try to sound different, not necessarily to get attention, but also for my own sake. I've been doing this a long time. My show should sound different. It should be at a different level. I think it is. But anyway, if you don't think I'm funny, you don't have to think I'm funny. If you don't think I'm smart, you don't have to think I'm smart. It's not like I'm like I'm not Connor the Crusher. You can make fun of me. I'm not this feeble invalid that is, you can't make fun of Tiny Tim in the corner. You can. I'm absolutely fair game. So there's no reason you can rip on me all you want. But things these days are out of balance. And I'm so depressed about it.
Down in the Cadillac, and Dallas so low.
You know, people compare Sami Zayn to Daniel Bryan. That, by the way, if you can hear the sound, that's my space heater. Because it's freaking cold here in the Seattle area this week. Anyway, Daniel Bryan, when they pivoted from the Yes Movement to Batista, the fans raged against it. And eventually they gave you Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. I don't know that those fans are around anymore. That was years ago. Life, you want it to be balanced. You don't want to eat too much. If you exercise too much, you wear your joints out, you wear your body. You want to do everything in a perfect balance. There's no such thing as a poison. It's just the dosage that will kill you. Well, I think we're out of balance these days in wrestling. Sami Zayn was the way to go. But we're not going that way anymore. And guess what? The crowds are going to eat it up. Talk about Tiny Kim. Talk about Oliver Twist. They're going to take the gruel and they're going to like it. And that
Down in the Cadillac, and Dallas so low.
is depressing. WWE is supposed to give fans what they want. Sure, there are twists, there are turns, and there are times you need to be disappointed. Thanos needs the advantage, but we're out of whack. We're going to talk about balance and the experience of being a wrestling fan. We got a lot more to go, kids. Stand by. Jim Valley, Wrestling Observer Live.
Asking nothing.
Broadcasting Network.
Jim Valley, Wrestling Observer Live. And I am in a mood today, but oh my gosh, write this day down. What's the date today? It's the 25th. 25th of February, the year of our Lord, 2023. We go to the phone at 1-800-878-PLAY, and we don't find Ryan. It's Joe from Toronto. Oh my God, Joe. I didn't know other people used phones. It's so good to hear from you. What's on your mind today, Joe?
Hey there, Jim. What do you think is going to happen with WrestleMania Night 1? Who's going to main event? Is it going to be Sami and Owens versus the Usos, or Charlotte versus Rhea?
I guess it's got to be Sami. I don't know. What do you? Cena? What about John? Is John Cena? Is that against Austin Theory? Is that a WrestleMania main event? It doesn't feel like it to me. Maybe it hasn't been announced yet. Maybe there's some major celebrity. I don't know. It doesn't. I'm not feeling it.
I feel like it should be. I feel like it should be a title match of some sort. So, and one of the major titles, like either the women's or the tag.
I don't know. It could be anybody, to be honest. It's WrestleMania. They can do what they want. Yeah. They have done what they want, and that's just what it is. I mean, it feels like
what the fans want.
It's never what the fans want. What do you think about that? What do you?
No, despite what the fans want.
It is despite what the fans want. I don't know. I think it's probably Sami. Seems like, you got to make the fans happy. Look, we're going to pretend that winning the tag titles is every bit as good as winning the WWE title. These tag titles that have never meant anything. These tag titles that until the Usos, we've put on everybody. These tag titles that are meaningless in a style of wrestling that Vince McMahon has never promoted, never liked. Matter of fact, there was a time period where they never even had tag team matches. And we're supposed to believe now that this is every bit as good. I don't know. I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you for the call. Now you've just made me even more depressed.
Down in the Cadillac, so low.
I try to stay above the fray here. And the fray is, they're playing at the Riverside County Fair in Indio next week. But I looked it up. The fray, they're going to be playing there. But I'm in a mood today. If you listen to the show, or if you follow on Twitter, if I had $1 for every twit that told me how much I hate WWE, because I work for The Observer and Dave Meltzer, I could outbid the Saudis for WWE. If you listen to the show, you know that I've raved about the steady ship of WWE and the buildup to WrestleMania. But the thing is, I've done a 180 on that. We talked about that. I'm not so impressed anymore. WrestleMania 1 was the culmination of the feuds of Hulk Hogan and Mr. T getting revenge on Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff. WrestleMania 3 was the culmination of Andre the Giant being undefeated for 14 years in the World Wrestling Federation and losing for the first time. WrestleMania 12 was the culmination of the boyhood dream of Shawn Michaels. 14 was the ascension of megastar Stone Cold Steve Austin. I could go on. WrestleMania is the end of the wrestling season. It's the culmination of the WrestleMania year, where the storyline arcs crash on the wave of the beach, where the storyline arcs hit their crescendo. What if, at the time, Vince McMahon said, Shawn Michaels is too small. Steve Austin is too broken down. Daniel Bryan, he's not over. Oh, wait, he did say that. What is this WrestleMania the culmination of? Roman Reigns losing? How long has Cody been chasing him? 3 months? Now, before Cody was injured, he said he wanted to win the WWE title. That is true. But he didn't specifically cite Roman. They don't have a beef. They don't have a story. And I think you can tell a beautiful story of Cody chasing Roman for a year. Family legacy versus family legacy. A story every bit as good, if not better, than what we've seen from the bloodline over the past year. WWE has spun Sammy off, and he's now feuding with the Usos.
Down in the valley, so low.
Tag team titles that have never mattered before. Tag team titles that have meant nothing in the past. Oh, but Jim, the stories with the Usos, kind of. They're going to spin that off, and people are going to take it now because we eat things that corporations just give us now. People love corporations, and don't get me wrong. Corporations employ people, they pay salaries, they deliver products. And you as a person need to contribute to society. But we're out of balance. Take your power back, people. WrestleTix on Twitter. Monday Night Raw tickets, March 6th. TD Center, TD Garden in Boston. They've distributed about 10,000 tickets. Since John Cena was announced, they've sold an additional 2,300 tickets. According to them, means there are 1,400 tickets left. WrestleTix on Twitter says, most of the available upper deck tickets are priced well above normal. Many of which are platinum. Platinum? A platinum upper deck ticket. It's now platinum to sit in the nosebleeds.
Down in the valley, so low.
Platinum upper deck. Sounds like you're bargaining with a sex worker. You want the platinum upper deck? That's extra.
Down in the valley, so low.
What experience can you give me on the highest deck? Because it's in the 4th row, a few rows from the roof. Why is that platinum? Because there's no pillar to block my view. They're going to keep upcharging and upcharging and upcharging. No pillar in your way? That's extra. Someone says that's a suite. You get food, so you get a hot dog or a shrimp cocktail. You're in the suite, so you don't have to sit with the riffraff. That's the new gimmick. The new gimmick is to make a basic experience as crappy as possible. So then you will pay to avoid that unpleasantness. After all, you're already invested. You want soda? We'll give you a handful of soda. Oh, you want a cup? That's extra. Well, we have these dirty cups for $1. Or you can upgrade for a clean cup for $10. Oh, by the way, you have to drink your soda in that corral of rattlesnakes over there. Oh, you want to take your soda out of the corral of rattlesnakes to your seat? That's an extra $50. You think I'm joking? Quit paying for these things. If you don't, it's going to keep going further. You want a chair? That's extra. We're going to hire people at the arena with whips to roam around and randomly whip people. You don't want to be whipped in the arena? That's extra. You want to watch a 3-hour Raw? That's $20. 2-hour Raw? That's $30. It's Jim Valley, Wrestling Observer Live.
Broadcasting Network.
By the way, I have a YouTube channel. I do this live on YouTube, so you can see me today in my evil Kermit outfit. Someone on the YouTube says, platinum seats are at every event. Ticket bastard sells. Nothing to do with WWE. I know it's not WWE, but it's still ridiculous. Whether it's Taylor Swift or whomever, we gotta stop doing this. Disney does it. If I go to Disney in Japan, tickets there are like $75, something like that, equivalent for a day at Disney. They don't gouge you for the same experience in other countries. We just take it for some reason. I don't know why. It's depressing.
Down in the Cali, in Cali so low.
You know, it's not depressing. So we go to the phone. We have count them, 2 phone calls today. Producer Daniel's working his butt off. February 25th, a momentous day. So we go to Paul in Colorado. Paul, what's up?
Hey, Jim, are you there?
I'm here. It's a snowstorm. What's up, man?
I was. Huh?
What's up? What do you got?
Oh, I just wanted to call to congratulate you on your comeback. I mean, I've been, listening to you for quite a long time now, and used to do a little work for you while I was at Sports Byline, and you're coming back rather nicely.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Paul is a cool guy. Thank you for the call. Yeah, dude's a radio expert. He's a gypsy, like me, from the radio biz. He's a great man. I'm a big fan of Paul. I didn't know that's who it was. That's super cool. Appreciate him. Anyway, speaking of depressing,
Down in the Cali, in Cali so low.
what did I tell you months ago? I'm watching this stupid Firefly Funhouse. We spent, when did he come back? August? September? October? What has it been? 5 months? 4 months? We're in February. It's been 5 months at least. 5 months of vignettes and skits and promos that go nowhere. And what did we get? We got a stupid match that looked like it was taking place at a rave or the Life is Beautiful festival or a strip club. A match that lasted 15 seconds so you could sell some soda. And what did we get out of it? One guy, because Bray wants to work with his brother. Okay, fine. Now it's wash, rinse, repeat. We have a new character in a mask. Are we going to drag this out to WrestleMania? SummerSlam? Oh my God. This is taking too long. I don't need another 3 months of babbling and stupid symbolism. This isn't interesting. It's self-indulgent. Bray Wyatt is masturbating. Lanny Poffo may be dead, but Bray Wyatt is filleting himself in front of everybody.
Down in the Cali, in Cali so low.
Glow in the dark mini golf. Somebody on Facebook or on YouTube just said glow in the dark mini golf. You know, when I was 19 to 21, I smoked weed. Not a lot, but once a week, weekends, whatever, regularly. And you know, when you smoke weed, you hang out with some stoners. Not bad people, just not particularly motivated. You know, it's so funny. Back then, I felt so guilty about smoking weed. And now I look around, I can practically see 5 pot shops from my house. The Costco that I go to has got a weed store right across the parking lot. It's not affiliated with Costco, but it's there. Genius, by the way. Anyway, everybody smokes weed now. I didn't know that back then. I wish I did. I would have felt less guilty.
Down in the Cali, in Cali so low.
Bray Wyatt is this, and I'm not implying Bray Wyatt takes any drugs. All right? I want to make that very clear. I'm not saying that he does at all. Bray Wyatt, though, is like this stoner kid who watches too much Netflix, dude. Or the kids in that write on their peachy, that scribble heavy metal band logos on all their stuff at school. It's not deep. It's not anything. It's just spooky for the sake of spooky. It's symbolism for the sake of symbolism. If I go to an art house and I watch an art house movie and I sit there with the director or the writer, they can tell me what all this means. Bray Wyatt's stuff is just, I wanted my brother to wrestle with me. And so I got him a job and I put him in a mask. And then we did a bunch of stupid skits. And now it looks like we've got yet another one. Yet another character that we've got to wait for. With more stupid promos that mean nothing. Oh my God. It is self-indulgent BS. Same thing with the House of Black. Are they good in the ring? Yes. Are they scary and spooky? Are they a cult? What do they believe? What is their mission statement? Why do we wear deer horns? They wear deer horns because they think it looks cool. They wear the makeup because they think it looks cool. There's no point. There's no point in this. I'm tired of Bray Wyatt. I'm tired of wrestlers who just jerk around. Wrestling is a story. It's got a beginning chapter, a middle chapter, and an end. It's got a start. It's got details in the middle. It's got an exposition that explains why we're doing this. Tell me, Bray, why are we doing this other than the fact you want to work with your friends and your family? It's stupid. Look, wrestlers, have a point and get to the point. Quit wasting our time. Sami Zayn was a waste of our time because he wasn't good looking enough for you to go into Hollywood WrestleMania with all the big shots in LA watching. Even though Hollywood each year tells stories about the frickin' underdog who wins. Rudy, every story should be is about the underdog. It was a beautiful story, and they took it away because Sammy he's not handsome enough. He's not built enough. Maybe he's too hairy. He's a ginger.
Down in the Cali,
It's depressing.
in Cali so low.
And we need to let these people know. Otherwise, they're going to keep doing it. They're going to give you, yes, at times, as a wrestling promoter and a storyteller, you need to give people what you want. That is true. You can't deliver 100% of the time. But there's no good reason why they didn't deliver Sammy. The reason is because it's WrestleMania Hollywood, and he ain't pretty enough. Look, if your kid is going into wrestling, you want a main event WrestleMania, make sure you're pretty enough. If you ain't pretty, I don't like your odds. Not just your mother. Everybody's got to think you're pretty. But look, we need to stop bending over and taking this stuff. We need to stop watching for a time being. We need to stop buying things. Otherwise, it's just going to keep happening. There's going to be more and more and more and more. And look, I'm not leading the way. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you as an individual needs to just do it. I'm not saying let's go storm Titan Towers. No, I don't want to make it sound like we're saying that. I'm not the pro wrestling shaman with the horns on my head. I'm just saying that you as an individual need to just do that yourself. And if we all make that decision in our homes, think about this. Peacock. They're now going to charge, or are charging, to subscribe to Peacock. That's how they get you. Just like a drug dealer. First sample's free. It's free, and then they charge. So now it's what, 10, 15 bucks a month to watch WWE, and then it's going to be more. It's now $15 a month to watch Columbo reruns.
Down in the Cadillac, in Dallas so low.
Why is that? It's what they do. Pretty soon, it's going to be pay-per-view for each Raw and each SmackDown. And there's going to be good seats to sit at wrestling, and there's going to be really crappy seats. And if you want just an average experience to walk into an arena and be able to just have a sight line without people whipping you, or without an obstruction, or without whatever it is, you gotta lay down the law now, because it's incrementalism and it's just gonna keep getting worse. 2 phone calls today. Look at me. Pew, pew. It's Jim Valley, Wrestling Observer Live. Jim Valley, Wrestling Observer Live. Hey, somebody in the YouTube, you can go to my YouTube channel, Jim Valley. They said, I had a crappy seat once at the Royal Rumble 2020. Had to watch the monitor to follow the action. I thought, this is this person writing this. Why do I sit here when I could see more sitting at home? It's exactly it. We need to let people know, let corporations know that is not acceptable. I'm willing to pay, but I want something in return of value for my time and my money. I want accountability, is what I want. You should want accountability from everyone. Having a seat that you can't enjoy is ridiculous. They should charge less, or they should let you know. It's ridiculous what they do, but it's also ridiculous that we're willing to pay. You need to walk away from some experiences to send a message to these people. It's going to take some discipline from each of us as individuals. That's what I'm saying. By the way, if you're listening on the radio or on the podcast later on the download, I do this live on my YouTube channel. A lot of times I do extra, answering questions, talking to people, and people seem to really enjoy that. So if you want to be a part of that, you can follow on my YouTube channel at Jim Valley. But I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm going to be gone, like I said. Got just a little procedure again, like I've done in my throat. So maybe the next time you hear me, I'll sound better. It's all a process. All right, Jim Valley, Wrestling Observer Live. See you next time. Back because of the fans. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry, it's all a process. I apologize. There's too many variables. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm stupid. I was talking about indie wrestling. And indie wrestling usually get a better value. I was talking about Defy here in Seattle. And if you go to Defy, they have a premium ticket. You'll sit on a stage, but with that premium ticket, you'll also get a picture with whatever star is in town. Takeshita, it's Monk's done pictures. I don't know if Monk's, I think Monk's done pictures. Murder Grandpa, he's done pictures. Murder Hawk, Lance Archer, he's done pictures. All of that. So yeah, go to places where you get value. I'm just tired of this. We got to stop. Got to stop with this. Stop this. Yeah. Defy, Never disappoints. Yeah, sometimes the bad guys win. That's fine. That's part of the story. That's heat. But I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's like, hey, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. What do you guys think of Star Trek Keith Lee? I didn't get to Star Trek Keith Lee. Can I tell you something? I think Keith Lee is probably a very nice man. But I think COVID did a number on him. I think that he just doesn't have the wind to go anymore. I think that's what I think. I think he had long COVID, and I think that he looks very slow. And look, that sucks, but there's more to life than wrestling. Go do something else. Go, start that family with Mia Yim, or go do something. I don't know. Go do something meaningful. Go find another gig. I don't know. I just feel like he doesn't have it anymore. I'm sorry, but he doesn't have it. I think that's why WWE got rid of him. And look, I'm freaking sick. I didn't live all of my dreams. You just gotta find your way. Yeah, you gotta hide him. But I just think, is that spot better for somebody else? I mean, he's pretty old. I don't know. I think he's done. I don't know. But he looks like someone on a Star Trek council. He's like someone that would grant Jean-Luc Picard something. I don't know. The gray hair is, he got gray, but I don't know. I don't know. Same thing with Saraya, to be honest. Saraya, her matches are not good. She's very, very limited. I think that, I don't know, she should retire. Same thing. Go start a family, go find somebody, go do something. Same thing. Same thing. It's just, I'm sorry. I don't know. That's the way life is sometimes. Life dealt me a short deck. Life deals people short deck sometimes. I don't know what to tell you. Speaking of drugs, people were talking about Snowman, the Snowman. What's his face? Ariel Helwani saying that to Tony Khan. I've been around people, when I was smoking weed and stuff, people who are doing other drugs. I don't think, I can be wrong, but I don't think he is. I think he's just a dude who's different. I think he's just a different dude. I don't think he is. I think if he was, I think he'd be missing. Dude, the dude's got a ridiculous schedule. You're going to burn out. You can't, nobody can do what he does for as long as he's done it. I thought that was a very low blow. That was just me. People talking about Kenny Omega, WWE. He doesn't need to go to WWE. Kenny Omega has made it on his own. Kenny Omega is one of those people. He's a different kind of dude himself. He's his own guy. He marches to the beat of his own drum. I don't know that he can fit in WWE. He might if he wants to. But Kenny Omega wants to do what he wants to do that makes him happy. He wants to find happiness. And I don't know that being a WWE automaton makes him happy. I don't know. I don't know. You think TK is too thin-skinned? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Aussie Open was great. Aussie Open is great. I don't know. I just thought that, am I wrong? Did Ariel Helwani just interview Bailey? Didn't he just do an interview with Bailey? If he interviews Bailey, doesn't that make him a reporter? I think that makes him a reporter. I don't know. Anything else on anybody's mind? Why do we take this? Anyway, all right. Why? I don't know. Oh well. Yeah, probably. He probably should. He probably should be running his business. You're probably right. Yeah, no, I get it. I get what you're saying. Oh, did you? Yeah, Battle of the Valley was a good show. It was a good show. Yeah. I thought Mercedes, she got over her nerves and she did it. It was good. It was very good. I was happy. I mean, I don't know her, but good for her. You like it when people take risks and succeed, you know? So good for her. He does have to. That dude is busy. Sheesh. I don't know how you can do it. Kyrie is very good. You know, the thing is I don't know how much Kyrie wants to wrestle. Yeah, Kyrie's great. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to be interesting. Mayu Iwatani. I'm thinking Mayu loses. Seems like we're very fast to that. Anyway, am I going to CAC this year? I could. I'm waiting on the kidney transplant, so it'll depend on circumstances. So I can't say for sure, but I certainly could. I love CAC. Hope everybody goes. I think Mercedes and Azumi will be great. I think it'll help Azumi. Azumi's going to lose, but I think a lot of people who've never heard of Azumi are going to see Azumi and go, she's cool as hell. So it's going to help Azumi. You know, a lot of times people say that and it's bullshit. It's not true. But in her case, it's true. I think a lot of people who like Mercedes could even look at Azumi and go, I could be a fan of hers too. Or she's just cool as hell. I think it will raise Azumi's profile to lose to Mercedes. I don't know what her contract says, but I gotta think Julia's the end game, right? It just feels like we're getting to Mayu Iwatani fast for Mayu to be the end game, but I guess she could be. I don't know. That's the thing with started. And by the way, Rossi Ogawa's Booker of the Year. Those guys have done so much with everything. It's been impressive. So I'm probably going to get going here pretty soon. You guys got anything else to say? Anything else exciting? I love you guys. I appreciate you're here. I know that's not that exciting. I think you guys are great. I love you. I love you, Mel. You're the sweetest. You're the best. We should do a show, Mel. Why not come on your show? You want to do that? Even though you have a chick show, can I come on your chick show? Can I be an honorary chick for a day? As opposed to Chick-fil-A? That's different. Completely different. I don't go to Chick-fil-A. If you like Chick-fil-A, I know you probably don't know, but let's do it. Anyway, F yes, let's do it. Thank you for the procedure. I appreciate it. All right, well, we'll do a show. You and me, we'll do a show. But anyway, I love you guys. I really do. So I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm thinking about, what if I just popped in during the week sometime? Would you guys want to do that? What would be a good time? Well, I want to be an honorary broad. Damn it. Well, let's do that. Let's do that. Hang on one second. Hey, Natalie. Natalie. No one can hear me. No one can hear me. Oh, well, I tried. Oh, well. All right. Well, let's do some stuff. I could pop in during the week. What's a good time to do that? What do you think? Is there a good time? I watched the Noah event. I have not seen the All Japan event yet. I need to do that. But I will see the All Japan, by the way. I need to see that. That's crazy about Yuji Nagata. It's a good idea. I always say this. I need to watch more All Japan. All right. You know what? I'm going to do that. All right. Anyway. All right. Well, I would come on during the week, like, I don't know. What do you want to do? Think of a time, and we'll do it sometime. That's what we'll do. How about that? So, anyway. Okay, I'll do live on Sunday. Let me know. Let me know, and we'll make that happen. All right. All right, kids. You guys have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully I'll have a better voice. Maybe. We'll see. All right.